Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so happy to have you here with me. So I want to share the top 10 things I wish I knew before having a baby. And now that I wrote out my top 10, I think I could make a list of about 100 things I would have loved to have known. That being said, we're gonna just narrow it down to the top 10 and go for it. So just to give you a little bit of background, I do have a 5-month-old baby. I'm sure when I have a 1-year-old baby, I'm gonna add some extra things to this list. So without further ado, my number one is your relationship is going to change. You're just not gonna have the free time you used to have. You're not gonna be able to put as much effort into the relationship just because you have that little man or little girl, and they take up so much of your time. It's really important to schedule or make time, get babysitters, get support, get someone, just so you can have that quality time you need with your partner. Now, the flip side of that is you're also going to get to watch your partner become a parent, and I can tell you it is one of the most beautiful things you've ever seen. I definitely know I've fallen more in love with my man since watching him become a father. He's so engaged, he's so supportive, so it also brings another level of joy to your relationship. That being said, on zero sleep, nobody is nice and kind. So be patient, be kind, and be loving. Now, number two, kind of going with my last point, say goodbye to sleep. Every baby is different, but if you get a baby who's a lot like mine, you are not going to sleep. And it is something else to go on little sleep for months on end. I have done some all-nighters, I've done some crazy nights, I've worked crazy hours. Nothing prepared me for the amount of sleep I got with a newborn. It was next level exhausting. So any help you can get, you can also either pump or bottle feed at night. That way your partner can help you out or take a turn and you can get some actual quality sleep. Number three is your mom friends are your best friends. They have either been there before or they're going through it now. Your whole life has changed now that you have a little person in your life, and you're not going to be doing the same things you used to do as some of your friends. But your friends who have kids, they know what it's like, they know what you're going through, they have all the tips and tricks, and most of all, they just kind of get it. They get that you're exhausted, you're tired, you're learning, and they get that babies aren't easy. It's a huge adjustment, and it comes with its highs and its lows, and they're really the most important people. Now that brings to my point number 4. Find mom groups, especially if you don't have a good supportive network of friends with kids or babies. This is super useful. Now, I stumbled across this at a park one day when another mom and I sparked up a conversation, and she let me know there's tons of mom groups in my area. So I use Facebook primarily as a way to connect with different moms. So we have a group for my area. Definitely check out, see if there's one in your area, or maybe start one. And then we also have groups for things like sleep training, which is something that we are desperately trying to figure out right now and failing. That's okay though, because we know it'll come together. So number 5 is there are so many subscription services. Definitely check out the ones that are available in your area. I use Walmart for everything for diapers, wipes, as well as even garbage bags for our diaper genie. And this is super easy. I don't have to lug around those really big boxes. And it also helps my partner because he works a lot. So he doesn't have to spend that time he's not working helping me go to the grocery store or letting me take the car. It just is delivered right to the door. And I don't have to pay any delivery fees, which is nice. So it costs me the same. It's absolutely amazing. You can start anytime, end anytime. I definitely recommend checking out what is available for you. So number 6 is nothing will prepare you, aka throw your plan out the window. So as much as I had a whole big plan with how I wanted to raise my baby, what things I thought were perfect, how things were gonna go, it just didn't unfold that way. Some things worked out, some things didn't work out, and it's been such a learning curve. That being said, you kind of just have to take it as it goes. Every baby is different, and you'll get to know your baby. I know my baby really well and what works for him and what doesn't. So that's definitely a good thing, to be easy on yourself and just know that whatever you're going through, there's probably somebody else who's already gone through it as well. So number 7, Get all the help you can. So this is really important, especially in those first few weeks. Make sure you've got as much help as possible because you're also recovering. And then as time goes on, just take the help that you get. Honestly, that saying of it takes a village to raise a child is 100% correct. It takes a lot of people, a lot of effort, a lot of time, and it also helps bring people together. I know with our families, it's really brought us a lot closer, and that's been such a wonderful blessing that we have in our lives. So I'm hoping that you have support, and if not, maybe you have another mom friend who you can swap out with. So number 8, it is going to be messy. So my little guy has leaked through diapers, there's mess everywhere, there's spit up. You're not going to be wearing your fancy clothes per se. You want to be in something comfortable, something that, if it gets dirty, you can throw it in the wash. And that's something that, as much as I knew, I also didn't think about as much as I realized until I was already in it. It is crazy, crazy, crazy messy. But that's what baths are for, and fun times. And the best thing you can do is prepare for when you're out, because those are the times it's the hardest. So you'd be amazed at how many restaurants don't have change tables, how many times you need to sanitize something like a soother when you're out on the go. You want to either have a backup or something sanitary for your toys and your soothers. My little man loves to pull things out of his mouth or a toy, then just drop them on the floor. It's his favorite activity. He looks at you and laughs. He knows. So number 9 is say goodbye to free time. It is gone. If I am doing something, it is on my own, is because I have help. If I've got my little guy, I'm always on mommy duty. Mommy duty comes first. You put him down for a nap, you get in the middle of doing something, 10 minutes later, he is crying. I tried to do a 15-minute yoga video the other day. I made it through 12 minutes. That was all I can do. It's part of the experience. So you've got to make the best of the time you have, and you have to learn how to do certain things with your baby. I love putting my baby in a carrier. I love going for walks with him. Sometimes that helps just to get things done around the house. It also is super, super, super helpful to just get them into a routine, something that you can make so you can kind of schedule your day, and you just kind of got to work around it. If I have to do work on my laptop, I'll bring it for where he's playing, and we just make it work and make the best of it. And not near as productive as I used to be, and not near as relaxed. So number 10 is definitely all worth it. All of those nights where you're slept maybe 20 minutes, you're covered in spit up, you're crying, he's crying, she's crying, it's worth it. At the end of the day, your baby laughs, they cry. It is the best thing you're ever going to experience.